right? I'm doing a chapter review for Black Clover, chapter 362, title transmission. So we start off with what's it called? Not the Wizard King, but the I forgot what they call it, the other title, but King of the Clover Kingdom. I think it's named Kira. I remember Kira or something, but the King of the Clover Kingdom is over here is over here panicking, saying what in blazes all this, whatever it is, no matter what it takes, protect me and whatnot. Since he is the king of the Clover Kingdom and he is a royal. So, but people have their own problems, to take care of. And we see yet again, character getting knocked out with a punch, going straight to a building. Imagine I just witnessed character getting defeated by what seems to be is a figure that almost resembles Julius a lot, but we all know it's Lucius. So then people start putting two to two together, saying that that figure looks a lot like Master Julius, and then they're thinking that he's the enemy that they betrayed him all along and whatnot. But then you see people trying to fight, telling citizens to run and whatnot, but they're still getting defeated by the Angels and by the Lucius clones. And then, the Master Knights start giving up hope, saying it's no use, we're done for, everyone's about to die. But then we see March pull up with his memory magic, trying to make contact with all the citizens, saying that trying to get their attention. And then March remembering that Julius says that information is the strongest weapon there is. So March is pretty valuable when it comes to information, and communication and information really is a valuable tool, especially at a time like this. So that's cool that we get to see Mark still doing what he does, contacting people. And so March try to explain everything to the citizens of the Clover Kingdom. Excuse me, saying that the Wizard King body has been stolen by the enemy, and that as we all know, he has immense strength, and that he is the ultimate foe. But however, in full awareness of that, there are people who are risking their lives to defend the kingdom. One example he showed was showing that has already defeated one of the Wizard Kings, because we know that there are multiple Lucius that has already been cloned. And so then we see Mimosa saying that Mimosa, another example, saying that saying her a royal is a member of the Golden Dawn, and then her saying that the one who distinguished himself in battle many times, the bearer of the fully clover. So they're all just showing an example of that. There is someone who was protecting the Clover Kingdom and trying their hardest, and has already defeated one of the Lucius clones, and that's of course the strongest there is right now currently. And then they start saying that ever since he joined the brigade, he's been fighting so that he can become the Wizard King, and he has grown strong since then. The citizens start seeing, saying that they first saw him in that star ceremony way back then, and then most also saying that led by and the other captives, the Magic Knight brigade is still fighting, they're still defending. So we see that there are some Magic Knights that haven't given up yet. Like in one panel, we see Fragile and not Real. So that's cool to see what the other castles are doing, or the other Magic Knights. And then we see Mimosa's also doing her part by healing all the defeated Magic Knights so they can get back up and go for the second round. And we still realize, or we still are being remembered that still has this Neverland spell up, so that so that it's made possible for everyone in the space can produce more magic. So so like not only is also trying his best defeating as many Lucius as he can, but he's also supporting every citizen in the Clover Kingdom. So like really got the whole damn kingdom on his back. And then Mimosa's almost done with her speech, saying, "If you intend to save anything, you must have the will to survive. Power that tries to protect to live. To live on is the strongest thing there is." Please don't give up. And we see that most of the species kind of you know kind of got inspiration from Asa from when he didn't give up from fighting Lucifero with and Merliona. So the Clover Kingdoms kind of got their morale up, and then they try to survive as much as they can. So as they're running away, we see one shot in the fight of Seke, trying to protect the citizens, saying while I'm fighting, run for it. We see another what's it called, Green Mantis member, yelling at Seke, probably worried for him. Seke uses magic called Bronze Creation Magic Super Seke Magnum Cannonball. Seke tried to go in for an attack, but the angels just completely destroy it with a counterattack, laser beam and whatnot. So one of the Magic Knights a word for Seke, but Seke then says that there's no way that I could level up that easily. Still, I did try to get stronger. And we see the Seke had Seke kind of placed this what's it called? He placed this this goal against himself ever since he saw Asta in that last arc, trying his best to get back in the fight against Lucifero. So, Seke has been trying, and I can give him props for that. So, Seke did change. He is a better character, and I like that Tabata showed that right now in this panel, seeing how Seke, he's actually still trying to fight, not trying to run away from this fight, which is a really cool development for Seke. And then Seke says that I can get back up. I can still fight like you, Asta. And like this panel is cool because we get to see Seke looks more injured than he ever did his whole life, and it's kind of funny because he kind of resembles Asta. Like I said back then, and Asta got beat up by Lucifero. So I thought that was just a cool parallel that they showed. But then we see one of the Lucius clones saying that's some sophistry. No matter how hard you struggle, it will end the same way. I'm not sure what that word means, sophistry. I'll have to look it up later. But then saying that I wouldn't count on that. You know, of course we see still hasn't given up yet, but that's typical of Then we see Asa and Ryu in the Land of Sun. Asa, trying to figure out what's going on, saying where's everyone else. Ryu said that they're ready on the other side too. And then Ryu realized that there's something that is impeding their what's it called, their stout. And so we see that we go back to the Black Bulls in the Witch Queen Force, but then they just realize that someone had pulled up on them, and it's no other than Kira Damnatio, saying, "Let justice be served upon the evil that disrupts peace." So Kira pull up with like I don't know, like seven. It might be seven. Right now we just see five, but it may be like 7 or 8 of those angels. And we see Kira pulled up by himself in terms of like the high ranking angels. And I'm not exactly sure what double he has, cause like we never saw these type of horns before. But I know this fight might go crazy, cause if we know previously from what Kira magic is, his magic is kind of hacks. The fact that he can scale people's magic power down is crazy. So like if he use that scale, then he may just like be able to close the portal, because then they wouldn't have enough magic power to keep it open. So I'm just trying to figure out how exactly they're gonna beat him, because we already witnessed the Black Bulls try to go against Kira before, and they couldn't really do nothing because his skill magic is just that just that hacks. Funny as it is, like he even scaled down Vanessa what's it called Vanessa's what's it called dang Vanessa's I guess I'm gonna call it cat magic, but I'm gonna see how this goes because they got Dorothy. Maybe Dorothy can put him in another world and then try to do something from there. But yeah, I kind of like how Tabata's finding a way to kind of halt Asa progress and trying to get to the Clover Kingdom, because people thought it was going too fast the way how Asa was already bringing getting brought back. I thought it kind of makes sense because like what else were they gonna do with Asa and the whole Clover Kingdom thing. But I kind of like, that Tabata prolonging it. He's gonna show off more fights and whatnot. So I kind of like that. This chapter was okay. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I just wanted more pages, but I already know how that is. So I liked it. It was an okay chapter.